Hello my dear friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about demographic distress in India. Now if you look at the background, data from the 4th NFHS, that is National Family Health Survey, has signaled that there will be a shift in the modern Indian demographics. So in this context we will understand whether India can capture the benefits of a demographic dividend or whether India will undergo a demographic distress. So we will analyze this issue in detail in this lecture. But before we begin, this is our channel StudyIQ and we are providing pen drive courses for various competitive examinations including SSC and bank courses, UPSC optionals, SSC JE courses, teaching examination, railway examination, defense examination, RBI grade B, NABARD grade A, UGC NET, UPSC Civil Services Examination, CLAT exams for various state PSCs and also for various professional courses. You can visit our website www.studyiq.com for more details, or you can call to any of these numbers for more information. So let us start. Let us first understand the background in detail. As I said in the beginning, the 4th NFHS, that is National Family Health Survey, has signaled a monumental shift in the modern Indian demographics. That means now India is blessed with a majority of working age population. So this will face a shift. Now if you look at the TFR or the total fertility rate, the total fertility rate of India is only 2.18 and the world average or the world replacement rate is 2.3. So India is, for the first time in history, the TFR is below the average world replacement rate. The world average replacement rate is 2.3 whereas the TFR in India is only 2.18%. What does it imply? It implies that there is a reduction or decline in the population growth of the country. And the working age population that we have now, they are getting older. So the replacement rate for the working age population is not the same. That means if there is a decline of 100 people in the working age population, the rate at which they are replaced is not equal to 100. It is less than 100. So with this understanding, we will analyze whether India will face a demographic distress, which means that whether India will underutilize the benefits or the opportunities provided by the demography of the country. Now let us coming to the changing trends. So in case of developed countries, the mortality rates of children are low. This is because they provide higher health standards or better medical facilities, health facilities, etc. are provided, and the replacement rate is also set as 2.1 as per the United Nations. So we know that India is the second most populous country in the world, and with this and also 2/3 of its population are below the age of 35. These two facts makes India blessed with a demographic dividend. So as the population growth moves past its peak, the youth population, the number of youth are on decline. This means that there are not enough young people coming into India in order to replace the current population. According to Family Health Survey, there are fewer babies being born over the last 10 years. And the rate of population decline is expected to accelerate in the coming years. That means there will be even lesser growth rates of population in the coming years. So all these changing trends poses a question whether India will be able to utilize the benefits of its demographic dividend before the Indian population gets older. Whether India will be able to generate GDP and wealth by utilizing the capabilities of country's working class population. So in order to address these questions, the government should focus and need to prioritize on certain areas which we will discuss now. The first one is women participation. So increasing the women's participation in the workforce is the first and the primary area where policy attention is required. In order to utilize the capacity of wealth generation or wealth creation by India's working class, India must tap the potential of unutilized working age women population, because almost half of India's population comprises of women. So increasing the women's participation in workforce is a better way to utilize their capabilities. And according to a World Bank report, the labor force participation rate among female in India is only 27% in 2018, whereas the world average is 48.5%. Now, according to an IMF report, raising the women's participation in the labor force to the same level as men can boost India's GDP by 27%. So this will contribute to GDP growth. So this is IMF projection. So considering these two facts provided by World Bank and IMF, it is clear that if we utilize the potential of the working age population women in the country, this will contribute immensely to the GDP of the country, thereby creating growth and generating wealth in the economy. So this is the first factor. Second factor is social security. So in India, 8 out of every 10 person who is employed works in an unorganized or informal sector. So in the unorganized sector or in the informal sector, there are lack of social security benefits like pension, insurance, etc. This is one fact. The second fact is that there is a growing middle class in India. So the middle class in India is growing, and this middle class is witnessing increasing wage rates and improvement in the quality of their life. So once the quality of life or life quality, standards of living increases, there is more expectations after retirement as well. So for that, there should be a retirement benefit or a social security. So government should increase its investments in providing retirement schemes. Now government has introduced schemes like Atal Pension Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan, etc. But it focuses on low income households. But there is an increasing middle class growth in India. So government should also focus on providing social security to this increasing middle class for their retirement. Now third one is investment in education. So it is not only in terms of quantity or in terms of budgetary support to educational sector, but also in terms of quality of education provided to the population in India. And one factor why we should focus on the quality of education is because of the skill demand mismatch. So the globalization, liberalization and privatization has posed a lot of opportunities for India's youth or the working class population, working age population. But the demand of the job is not met by the working class. This is because of a deficiency in skill. So the education should focus more on quality and skill development so that in the future these population will be able to meet the demands of the industry. So that is the third factor. The fourth one is healthcare. Healthcare should be technology enabled. That means higher standards of healthcare should be provided to the people. The doctor to population ratio in India is 1:1700. It means there is only one doctor for 1700 people or population. So to overcome this challenge, technology can be revolutionized in delivering quality healthcare services in India. It should also focus on access to healthcare, efficiency in diagnosis and healthcare, and also in further reducing the cost of healthcare, because accessibility should go in hand with affordability. So accessibility, efficiency and affordability should be the primary focus of healthcare, and along with that insurance facilities should also be provided. So healthcare should be insured, and this should reach the larger masses as well. So giving a policy attention in these primary areas will help India to reap the benefits of its demographic dividend, and India can become rich country. It can generate more GDP with its demography, with its human capital assets before it is too late. You can find the PDF of this lecture on our website www.studyiq.com. You can follow my Facebook page for more video updates. You can also write to me at joycey.studyiq@gmail.com for any of your queries and clarifications. Thank you.